Hey all,
There we go. And we are in. Good
welcome,
evening.
welcome.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the impromptu session. Just wanted to come on, spin a little music, hang out, drink a cold one. We both got tomorrow off, so got a little extra time to hang out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play some album sides. No running around DJing crazy stuff.
Yeah, no singles tonight. Full album sides is what we're going to do.
Yep.
Let's see who we got in here. Got John in here. Antonio Zappa's here. What's up? Randy's here. Dobby's here. Mick, what's up, AZ? Zeb's here. Miss U's here, of course. Can always count on her. What's up, Dobby? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, so we're going to do all album sides tonight. Not many. We're going to do one full side each. And, if we're feeling like it, we can do another side.
Hey Paul.
So tonight, we're going to focus on some heavy doom. John's got some heavy doom set up. I'll let him tell you about what he's going to do in a second. But I figured, what the hell? You're going to go doom. You might as well go with an album that has doom in the title. So I'm going to roll off side one of Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus.
Excellent.
Candlemass. I mean, you can't go wrong. When you think about doom.
And what year is that around from? Do you know offhand? I can't. Was that like 85? Sorry to put you on the spot. I just was trying to get it for the. I could look it up after.
It's definitely mid-'80s.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to do side one off of Epicus. And then if we got some time, I played one song off of this last session at the last Hydra. Everybody was digging it. So I'm going to do full side two off of Wretch. And you'll dig this, John, because they actually do a cover of Winter from Judas Priest.
Huh.
So side two, the first song on side two is Winter.
87 that he's saying. Yeah. So it's mid-'80s. So
mid-'80s. There you go.
Let me grab what I'm going to do.
What's up, Zoo? What's up, Eddie? Good to see you, brother.
All right. Hopefully, I don't have to get up from the chair again. All right.
What do you got, John?
I got 1990s, the self-titled Trouble, which is maybe their fourth album. This is the one produced by Rick Rubin, and it's a masterpiece. Chicago band, Doom, one of the original like doomish heavy metal bands. So it's a mix of classic metal, doom metal, and it's just fantastic performance and recording. Excellent record. And the next, I think, is 2013. We're going to Sweden, and we're going to play a band called Oath, which features a Swedish singer and a Swedish guitar player. And it's doomy, classic metal, and it's modern sounding. It's 2013. It's a cool record. And
I know that one because of the cover alone. That's what caught me the first time I saw it.
Yeah, it's a nice record.
A lot of cleave going on there. What's up, Ash? Elephant, what's up, brother?
Oh, I could do this.
There you go.
There you go.
John's going to take over a little bit of the work for me.
Hello, Elephant.
Good to see you guys.
Eddie?
Yeah, so, let me
want me
get started.
to go first? You want to go first?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to me.
Okay, then I'll go first.
Excellent.
Yeah, going to rock out side one of Epicus, Doomicus, Metallicus from Candlemass. Got a nice cold beer going. It's feeling good. Got the summer shandy. What you got tonight, John?
I'm doing Guinness in my Kiss. I think it's Dressed to Kill. I got 4 different ones.
There you go. Nice. All right. Let me get myself set up here. We'll echo off, stereo on. We're going to get going. I already got it queued up. It's on blood red vinyl. Pretty cool. And it's, I thought it was 45, so I'm glad I didn't set it at 45. It's actually 33. So let's get started, man. Good evening, everybody. How you doing, Zep? What's happening?
darkness waiting to be free. Lonely and forlorn I am crying. I long for my time to come. Death means just life. Please let me die in solitude.
Epic. Epic. Good evening, people.
Beyond the night,
Demon's Gate.
an ancient passage surrounded by hedge. Scared I was, but with a hand on my cross, I went into the demon's gate.
Good evening, everybody. Tuco's in the house. Randy's in the house. Randy's mad. Why is Randy mad? He's leaving?
Hey, hey. Hey, Tuco.
What's happening?
And everyone who's here, welcome.
White.
Oh, fantastic.
There it is. Side one. What's up, Jenny? What's up, Black Quicksand? Good to see you, brother. JJ's in the house. Oh, Jeff's here. Good to see you, Jeff. What's happening, brother? Chris is here. Record Talk. What's up, man? And Randy's complaining because he's not playing in the sandbox with us tonight.
All right, so we're going to hear side one of 1990 Trouble self-titled record.
Let me set you up. Good evening, everybody. It's good to hear from you. Good to see you. Time for me to get another beer. Kick it, John.
Where the quiet winds live, streets where all
Kick ass.
See the man standing in the rain, must be waiting for the train. All the people, they stop and stare. There's nobody there. Psychotic reaction, hell in disguise. Psychotic reaction, the old man dies. Hearing words of things unspoken, the telephone is broken. All the people waiting in a line, can't spare the time. Psychotic reaction, hell in disguise. Psychotic reaction, the old man dies. See the man living in a tree, hang a sign on me. Yeah, bad news on the doorstep. Yesterday, won't you come out to play? Psychotic reaction, hell in disguise. Psychotic reaction, the old man dies.
Kick ass, John.
Been walking Sitting here wondering about things that only the Lord knows. Trying to feel all the pain you have inside. Misery shows. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It still shows. Please take his hand. The time has come to learn. Please take my hand. Let me take you to learn.
Hey, hey. I hope you enjoyed that.
I actually love that last one, man.
Yeah, I was digging it. But the side two kicks again, so that's like the one long song in there. So what do we got next, brother?
Badass. I think I'm drinking too many beers too quick, but fuck it, man.
Yeah, I'm slowing down.
Well, I played a little bit of Wretch the other night. I played song 1, side 1. I want to play full side 2.
Cool.
It's got some really cool shit. I wouldn't call it doom metal. I call it heavy doom. Sludgy heavy doom. Riff oriented, you know. Recycling that riff over and over again. There's a song on here, I think it's Icebound. It has this fade in riff that comes in. The same riff probably runs for, I don't know, a minute.
Cool.
Minute and a half. But the riff is so fucking cool, you know. Just
Yeah.
wanna-
Yeah, I'm
knock
digging
some
it.
shit over.
I'm in my groove now with the headphones on, so
Yeah, cool.
it's good.
Yeah, so I'm going to play side 2 off of Wretch. And like I said, it has the Judas Priest cover, Winter, on it,
Very cool.
which I didn't really know. I didn't know they covered that song. Because they kind of do a unique rendition of it, which is really cool. So yeah, I'm going to pull off side 2 of Wretch. So total doom, not as metally, definitely groove-oriented, heavy riffs, recycling those heavy, dank riffs over and over again. By the time the song kicks in, you just want to knock shit over. You're so ready for something to break out. You just want to knock the fucking desk over, as Mikey says. So yeah, so let's hit it. Side 2, Wretch. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Here comes that riff. Check this riff out. Check this out, Eddie. Check out how long this riff runs in. What's up, Garner? Good evening, brother. Epic riff fade in, epic riff fade out, dude.
Fantastic. That was a great listen.
Everybody loves that Sabbath breakdown, right? Quintessential Sabbath breakdown right there towards the end. Good to see everybody. What's up, Darren? Bobby's here. Randy. Thanks for hanging out. I think you got a couple more on the side.
All right.
You got like a more mellow one like you had.
Excellent. Excellent.
Side 2, Wretch.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us on this heavy Thursday.
Sleep well, Randy. I know. Us
Thanks, Randy.
contractors, we got to get up super early, so Randy's got to get to bed. Good night, brother. So tell us what you got next, John.
All right, so up next is a Swedish band called The Oath. A female singer, female guitar player. And it's
Epic Cleave.
2013.
That cover alone sells that album. Thanks for hanging out, guys. great. This is fucking great, dude. love it. You fucking loving it, John.
Cool.
Great.
I'm glad you
Fucking
dug
great,
it.
John.
Yeah. I wasn't sure, how this was going to go.
No, that was awesome.
Cool.
That has such a blood ceremony vibe. You got two chick singers.
No, the chick singer, chick guitarist, just the one singer.
All right, cool.
You
Very
had
fucking
that almost
cool.
tribal drums, like,
That was great. Awesome.
So thanks everyone for sticking around and listening to 4 album sides of in the big broad genre, but each kind of individually different.
Absolutely. We put out the link. See if, I don't know, Bobby shows up.
Maybe Vance wants to pop up here.
Maybe, maybe not.
Paul's around.
I think he's scared. There you go. Come on up.
Thank you, Chili.
Appreciate you guys hanging out on a Thursday night? Yeah, Sean's in the house. Dobby's here. Elephant's here. Chili. Zoo.
I need someone up here. I can't keep up a conversation tonight.
Yep. I'm a few too many beers in to deal with that shit.
Yeah. Things are hitting.
Yep. Miss U's here. Eric. Appreciate you hanging out, guys. Oh, wait. Oh, look at what we got here. There he is. Look at that. We got Garner and Bobby showing up. Look at this.
Bobby.
Hold on. Look at we got Randy. Appreciate you hanging out.
Hey, Randy.
I thought Randy went to bed. He's staying up late tonight. Thanks, Eric.
For all you truckers out there.
Elliot, appreciate you hanging out. It's good to see you. I haven't seen Elliot in a while, man.
Yeah.
It's quite the hat there, Bobby.
It fits. Usually I got a 7 5/8 head size, and hats never fit me. That's why I don't wear them. But this one here, it actually fits. I'm an old guy now. I can wear hats.
Yeah, you're looking sharp, Bobby.
What's up, Garner? How you doing, bud?
I'm good.
Besides that, I never comb my hair. I never brush my hair or nothing like that, right? So a hat,
Still a hippie.
Hey, fuck you. I ain't no hippie.
Ah.
Never was a hippie. I had the long hair and all of that shit, and I liked a lot of the music, but I was no hippie, man.
What's up, Randy?
Still do.
How you doing, bud? How you doing, Garner? You okay, bud?
Good.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah. I was chatting earlier and told everybody they better get over here where it was worth it. But
Oh, stop, dude.
I was just doing a random thing. I've got that record I asked you about the other day, Aaron. If you had seen it or heard this.
Actually, as soon as you told me about him, I put him in my my
Killer
YouTube
Boogie.
music app. I already listened to it. It's fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
I love
Another one after
Boogie.
this.
Killer Boogie.
Yeah.
I'm going to write that down.
I've never heard these people.
Killer Boogie. I better write that down.
Vidender.
I pulled out a killer boogie from my nose this morning, man.
Did you eat it?
Yeah, always, man.
That one's on Crusher.
I had a buddy.
I don't want to hear it. Fuck you.
No. This is a good story.
I'm muting it. Oh, no way, man. I don't want to hear it. But nobody.
We found out what makes Bobby sick. Boogers.
It's not about boogers. Anyways, I had a buddy back in high school. He would dig up his nose and pull out these nasty boogers and just put them right in his mouth and just talk on purpose. You know?
Yep.
Are we done with the boogers yet? Somebody nod.
Well done, Bob. It's okay, bud. Boogers. They're salty.
Yeah.
I bet you Randy's got them. It's full of wood pulp from all the trim
It
cut
is,
he's
man.
doing.
That's my wood filler. I never have to buy it.
Is that what you
Stick it
fill
out of
your?
my nose.
That's what you fill your nailer holes
That's
with.
right.
bud?
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's up, Paul?
Hey, Aaron. Nice to meet you finally.
Absolutely, good to see you, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
Paul's in the States.
Vance.
Paul's
I
in the
couldn't
States
see
right
you.
now.
I'm in Illinois at the moment.
Illinois.
Fucker. What?
Hey, what's
Hey.
up, fucker?
You're scared? What? Who's scared?
You're scared. You ain't scared. You're up here now. There he
Fucking
is.
A.
Good to
This
see
is
you.
good, so I don't have to talk.
I thought I'd help you out, John.
What up,
Just don't start talking about garage, and we'll be okay.
John, Gardner, Paul, Randy, Bobby?
Vance.
Got the A-list right here.
Here, how about this? Can I talk about this?
Don't do it, Garner. You're gonna leave me out in the cold and talk about that.
This isn't garage.
What? Tell us about it.
Skogenbriner.
Okay,
I don't know
Irish
what
band.
we're
German
bringing
beer.
in, but it doesn't matter. This is some heavy,
I think I drank some of that last
heavy
night.
stuff. It's like
Did you, Paul?
Never heard of him.
Say the name again.
Skogenbriner.
Are they like a German band?
Well,
Or is that like a Danish?
Skogan is wood.
It's,
I think, Norwegian,
Irish.
isn't it?
Came to
Wood
mind.
is
Sounds
Norwegian,
like-
I think.
It's
Sounds
Doom.
like something at the donut shop.
It's Doom polkas.
Give me a couple glazed.
Yeah.
It's like an IKEA piece of furniture, I think.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
say
a
it's
great
probably
Doom.
Swedish.
It is.
I need
But
to
the
use
music
Skogan Brine
also
for my
right.
lounge.
Hold it up again, Garner. I made you big.
Okay, there's the. Just
Skogenbriner.
It looks like
cover
1973. Yeah.
I mean, the cover tells you what it is.
No, it doesn't. What the fuck? What kind of music is that? Put it on your record player. What kind of music is that?
Yeah, what kind of music is it,
Here,
Garner?
here we go. Eddie owns it. Eddie says it's fire.
Bobby, it's big, slimy, booger eating music, man.
Is it?
Just a bunch of snot running.
But if Garner and Eddie vouch for it, I mean, that's
Yeah,
all I
it's
need.
hard and heavy, bit of definitely some
You're a real
sound effects.
pistol, and
Norwegian disco, I think it is. Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know what they're singing about, but I'm sure it's like Vikings and that type of stuff,
Vikings.
I suppose.
Skogan grind.
Hobbits.
I would recommend it though, Aaron.
Is it good?
It is good.
Let me see if I
Good
can find it.
solid, good solid
I'm
riffs.
thinking it's Norwegian. Seriously, I'm guessing.
What
See,
is it?
Garner, you need to have your setup because you could play it right now if you were set up.
Mm.
Yeah, I got
I'm not-
busy with
I'm just
other
joking.
Things. I've got everything written down. I haven't got it yet. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Ain't you got a record player in that room?
Yeah, but it's not going
Yeah,
to go
but if I play
through
it
unless.
now. It doesn't work.
That doesn't work. Okay.
No, the sound won't work live unless it's connected through the computer.
Right.
Well, what do you mean?
No,
If
it's
it's
always
playing in
delayed
the
and stuff.
background and you can hear it through the snow?
Not when you're doing it live with this bunch of people. It'll just be all garbled.
Yeah, it would.
Really?
I'm not lying to you.
Well, no, I'm
No,
just
I tried that.
why that is.
What are you using, Aaron? You got some interface as well? You got like a piece of. Like
I don't
a
know,
preamp?
Garner. Your videos, man. The music. I was listening to. I'm not sure which one it was. One of them this week, and with my headphones, I thought the music was coming outside of my headphones. It was wild, man. It
I
sounded
just
good.
I tape my videos on my phone though, Randy.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. It
Yeah.
sounded
What did you ask, Paul?
I was saying, do you have like a? How do you do it? You use OBS and a separate unit, right? You run your system
This
through
is
another.
this is just StreamYard, and I just have an external audio card that I
Right.
run into my USB into my laptop, and so everything is basically run with this old school DJ mixer. It's got a 5-band equalizer for left and right. It's got a lot of lanes. You can add whatever you want. CD player,
Sounds good,
track
yeah.
player.
That's too complicated for me, all that shit.
It's a little time to dial in, but
Me too,
The
Bobby.
mix is pretty self-explanatory.
it just takes a little time to figure out got to tweak it a little bit over time. And, it's,
Yeah, I tried it myself. I did like a fake stream, but I couldn't. I could hear it on the headphones, but not. It wasn't coming on the stream, or vice versa, right?
okay. Yeah,
You
I'll
cold,
figure it out.
Paul?
There's a lot of trial and error
Huh?
for me.
definitely.
Are you cold, Paul? You got
I
a
am
big hat on and a heavy shirt and sweater there,
I'm
kid?
freezing my ass off. I'm in a air-conditioned American house here. It's freezing down here. I'm in the basement. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense, but it's cold. Yeah.
Coming up, Eddie. What's up? Let me grab a beer.
They got the AC on already in Illinois.
They're good. I don't understand it. Even in the wet summer.
Must
Although
be
it's-
old people. Oh.
The next
Yeah.
few days, it's supposed to be up in the high 80s, like around
No.
88, 89.
Well, not
Man,
here.
we
It's,
finally got 50 degrees weather finally coming. I mean, we had snow fuck last week, right? No bullshit. And
serious.
it's about time
Wow.
we got some warm weather.
Well, Vance will tell you, it was like 50 here today. It's cool here.
Yeah, it's 47 and raining all day today.
Yeah, we had a great day today.
Mm.
Yeah, anything that ends up in Chicago ends up in Jersey like a couple days later. So we're
Yeah.
getting a bunch of rain
Yeah.
tomorrow, and
It'll hammer Randy first and then hit you.
yeah.
I just walked out, take some garbage.
Thanks a lot,
out,
Seth.
and,
Appreciate it.
Seen it
Yeah,
was
no problem.
raining right now.
Set all the shit your way.
That's right. Fuck it.
It's coming your way.
So,
What are you
Bobby,
drinking there?
that,
Pants?
Bobby,
Schlitz?
use that Celsius up there, do you?
You know it,
Use-
brother. Old school.
Schlitz. Where the
He's
hell
gonna
did
have the
you find
Schlitz
that?
shits in the morning.
No, they did a nice job on the formula. It's good.
Yeah,
It reminds me of stealing beers out of my dad's fridge. You know?
yeah. I drank many
was a
many
kid.
Schlitz.
I'm all out of the Trooper beer, so.
Didn't steal my dad's beer. He put the count on them, but I did steal his cigarettes. We used to steal his cigarettes all the time. And one day he just got up and he screamed, "Yell, he only had 2 cigarettes. So you bastards," he says, "if you want to
Yeah.
smoke, buy your own." And we did.
We used to get this. I didn't smoke, but all my mates smoked. You could buy, but when you bought cigarettes in the pub, in the bar from the vending machine, they gave you 17 instead of 20, just to screw you.
17.
17 in a pack, and it was weird. You didn't do that
Yeah.
here, right?
We had 25s here at one point. They put 25 in a pack.
Serious.
That's
We
a
got
large
some,
package. That's a large package. So small packages are 20, large packages are 25 up here in Canada. Anyhow, it's always been sold. I mean, if a store tried selling kids 1 or 2 cigarettes, the coppers are after them and
Lucy's.
busting them, man.
Yeah, I've seen that in Detroit. You know, go in and pay for your gas, and there's somebody up there who just wants to buy 1 cigarette, $1 a piece, man.
Yeah, New York City had that, and everyone
Yeah.
had that.
I'm going to buy them on the Indian res tomorrow. They're a nickel a piece on the Indian res.
He buys like 600 at a time.
Yeah.
I wonder how many cigarettes you smoked, Bobby.
600 a day.
Well, I smoke.
No, I mean, like I would just like to know that. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do any addition or anything. But like, I would just like to see that number
too,
from
right?
on the
So,
street.
you know, as soon as I get up, I smoke. As soon as I go to bed, I wake up all and I smoke a couple of cigarettes, and I smoke a lot. I don't want to tell you guys how much. I'll tell you what. I lied to my doctor when I told him I smoked.
That's all we need to know, man.
Yeah.
I told him I smoked. I told him I smoked 40
Welcome, Eddie.
cigarettes a day, and I lied to him.
I had a
Sup,
buddy
fellas?
that he went in
Yeah,
for
hold on,
business.
brother.
I've been doing that for 50 years, though. For fuck's sakes, right?
Well, they always ask you how much you drink,
Well,
right?
Something.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
yeah.
back when Bobby had his operation. I figured he'd quit for good. He's back on it a couple months later.
No, it was about a year and a half. You know what it was is I at a bar, going up for some air. You know, and it was the winter time. They had to smoke outside, and I'm, you know, as soon as somebody goes out for a cigarette, I go out with them just to get some air. And I'm standing there next to them. You're rapping shit like that. You know, you're listening to music inside, the crowd, all of that. You're outside, you're rapping and you're smoking, and it's cold, so the smoke's all over the place. And I'm breathing in this secondhand smoke, and I'm going, man, I remember the day, right? and a cigarette, I don't know. For me, it puts me right back, you know. I feel better, you know, and I do things that make me feel better. You know, I fuck the doctors, fuck everybody else. I've had that, you know, I should have been dead 30 years ago. And I've, you know, and after I had the quad bypass 5 years ago, I just says, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of what I got and, you know, do what I want to do. And that's what I do.
Well, good for you, Bobby.
You
Yeah.
poor doctors,
That's
man.
a lot.
They must see you
Many
come in
years.
and go, oh,
Many
fuck.
years for you.
I mean, it ain't
Words of
about how long you live. Honest to God, guys, it ain't about how long you live. It's you know what you're doing and how much fun you're having in the years. How good are those years that you live? That's what
What
it's
is it?
all about, right?
You add life to your years, not years to your life, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
And you try not to sleep that much, that's a waste of time.
Just try not to
Well,
sleep.
I never was a sleeper. Never was a sleeper.
No, that turns out.
People sleep 12 hours a day. They're getting, a third less life than me.
Well, John, every time I see John, he's like, "Well, I got to get up in 3 hours, so I guess I'll kill the screen."
You should have seen me in the heyday.
I bet.
You know what Sigmund Freud said of
All-nighters.
sleep? Sigmund Freud said of sleep, "I hate those little moments of death."
Yeah.
That's what he said about sleep.
I feel like you're wasting your time.
Wow.
Little moments of
Wasn't he like a
death.
cocaine addict or something too?
Well, he also had that thing going, is a cigar really a cigar? Freud was all about sex and all kinds of weird things. I read his Freud dream analysis book when I think I was only about 15 or 16.
Good point, Matt. Good point. We'll all be in a box. I think I said that last stream. We'll all be in a box pretty soon. So live it up, man.
Yep. Sleep all you want when you're dead,
There you go.
Jeez. Bringing it right down. Yeah.
So anybody pick up anything new? Any recent spins you want to show? What do you got? Paul, I know you don't have anything with you. You're in.
I do. They're upstairs. I'll get them in a minute, maybe.
You're on vacation now? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Here's one I got recently.
Hey.
Son of a bitch.
I have that CD, John. I don't have that.
What happened to Bobby?
He
Is that the
booted
one
right.
that came on?
His doctor kicked him out. He said it's time to go to bed.
John kicked him out. There you go.
Doctor's orders. Bobby's got to go to sleep.
Bobby's okay from smoking.
It's. I'm sorry, Bip. I outed you, kid. You're a talented kid, and that's all there is to it. So, big deal. I enjoyed that too, by the way. Some guys are digging that old, rockabilly stuff, right? And it's nice to hear.
Well, thank you, Bobby. I do appreciate it. I'm kidding you.
Kinda. He's kind of kidding.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you all had the music selection was choice tonight. So
Thanks,
Eddie. I was kind of hoping you'd be here because I was picking things, thinking like, what would Eddie dig?
And you know what? All of those records were played. I own. So yeah.
Oh, great.
Awesome. See,
like you,
figured, man.
When I'm when I'm picking things out, I have like an imaginary audience, and like who might dig this or whatever.
Well, y'all were in cahoots, man, because y'all picked out records from my collection.
Nice,
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
Or you just have a really big collection.
Yeah.
we can't pull one you don't have.
82 hours. Holy shit.
Woo.
That's a long time without sleep.
Was that speed or cocaine?
Yeah, he's puffing on some crack to get through that shit.
5 days for me, but that was back in my speeder days, and that's 50 years ago. But I did have my brother one time was up on a run for 7.5 days. And when he passed out, he passed out for about 28 hours, and guys kept coming up to me after about 14, 16 hours. Bobby, I think he's dead, right? They're going in there. And there was, his breathing was so shallow and shit like that, eh? But I was checking on him, right? That was his speeder days, right? Well, that was a long run, right? That was a long run.
Jeez.
When you wake up hungry as hell.
John, tell Sean what the last album is.
You don't eat on speed. When you're a speeder, you lose weight. Believe me.
Sean, that was Oath, and the last song was Leaving Together, and this is on Rise Above Records, and it was a popular record, so there's a lot of pressings. I think it's still readily available.
They just reissued it in 2020 again.
I think Blood Ceremony's on that same label, aren't they?
They might be.
They
A lot
must
of
like the
people on
chicks,
Rise
man.
Above.
Yeah, I think they are.
How'd you find out about them, John?
I collect metal. Just
right.
Maybe the VC, maybe you're looking through your websites, your Shadow
Yeah, it
Kingdom,
is.
or
Blood Ceremony is on the same label.
Rise Above, yeah.
They like the chicks, man.
That girl Johanna dated the owner of Rise Above, which was the ex-singer of Cathedral.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they did him before the record came out. The band, The Oath, had already disbanded, and she started this other project called Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer,
which is just as good as The Oath.
and yeah, and her and her husband run a label, I think.
Her new husband,
Yeah.
recent husband. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the singer from the Helicopters.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No shit.
I did know that. You know what? I knew that.
Yeah, I saw Lucifer a couple of years ago in Austin, and they were fantastic live.
So
She
Eddie,
could really sing.
Eddie, we were talking about Mountain Witch, and you were talking about Witch Mountain. Now I sent you that link. Now are we on the same page now? Mountain Witch.
I've got it.
You have Mountain Witch and Witch Mountain.
Both versions.
Okay. I totally dig them. I actually got a hold of them on Instagram the other day because I could only find one album on their page. They hooked me up with a guy on eBay that sells all their LPs. So I'm probably going to pick up three or four. They got a split, and they got three, I think, full length. They're pretty cool. I dig them because the drummer sings, man. I always dig that kind of shit. They sound total Germans until the guy starts singing. I thought that was like a predominantly like English thing where they sound English until they sing and then they sound American.
You're a drummer. Do you sing when you were in your bands and all that? I seen some of your videos when you had that band thing going on. Whatever happened to them guys, by the way?
Same thing that happens to most bands. They're a bunch of fucking assholes. It's hard to get a band together with people, man. It's conflicting personalities and overbearing wives and soccer games and
you got to do it in your 20s, early 30s before all that stuff.
It's difficult, yeah.
Or get divorced when you're in your.
That's a lot easier actually than going to a soccer game.
Yeah, but you need four guys divorced, or four guys single.
And it's hard nowadays to get your music across, man. It's
difficult drummers as well, right?
You have to do grassroots and put out your own stuff. And
Eddie, everyone could sample every band online, see the whole set, hear all the songs. So maybe I don't want to go to the show where we used to just
buy it,
by the name, or we'd go for the headliner and not know the three bands below, and you had to go to check them out. Like I heard of this band, but now I could just click on and say, and I could find reasons why I wouldn't want to go.
That's how I discovered a lot of bands. Was just go and see a headliner and some new band comes in. That's how I discovered the Well out of Austin. That they opened up for Cadaver, and I was like, I never heard of them. Now I got blown away by them.
Did you see that Lisa's in a new group?
No, I haven't. I know they tour in Europe, but I haven't seen what she's in.
She's in a new band. She just posted yesterday on Instagram.
No, I gotta check it out because every time they come in, I've seen every time they've come to Chicago for the last 5-6 years, and they kind of know me. So
it's 11 o'clock. I gotta rock. Later, boys.
Randy. Thank you so much for hanging out, brother. No problem. Do this next week.
Peace.
Hey, Eddie, were you talking about a band called Planet of Zeus not too long ago?
I think I'm looking for that record. Is it that?
Is that? Band? I don't know because I was actually today I was supposed to go to their show here. They're playing Reggie's in Chicago, and about a day after or two, I got the ticket. They canceled because they couldn't get their visas or something.
Oh shit!
And I was trying to think, where did I hear that? And for whatever reason, I thought you brought it up. But I was listening to stuff online, and I said, I'll go get this $15 ticket or whatever. So, and then a day later they canceled. But I thought it came from you, but maybe not. Maybe
they're on Heavy Psych Records, right?
Yeah.
No, as a matter of fact, I just pulled them up on Discogs, and I don't know any of their stuff, but I'll check them out.
I liked what I heard, and I was just going to go on a whim, but
anybody pick up the new Brown Acid? Any Brown Acid guys get the new one?
What is that? 14? What number is that?
I think it is 14.
14.
Yeah.
I ordered it.
Pretty good.
I ordered it. I haven't gotten it yet. But
oh, okay.
I don't think so. I don't think it came out yet. To me, at least.
Huey.
Yeah, Eric said Rise Above's a good label. It is a good label. It's got a lot of quality shit on there, man.
I'm trying to see which is the.
What's that dog barking at? For Christ?
Anybody have any barking dogs they want to show?
I do. Hold on.
I do upstairs.
Hold on.
Throw it a bone.
All right, you. See you later. Thanks for stopping by, Miss You. Appreciate it.
When you tell a dog to shut up, it's supposed to shut up.
They're always yelling at him in westerns. Shut that damn dog up.
Eric's got the lowdown on brown acid.
Oh, does he? What do you got?
It says I have
July, yeah.
14. Oh, okay. Well, it's
The
already
vinyl.
out. Like, you can hear it already.
He said the vinyl's not out to July.
Yeah.
Why did they release it digitally so far before the
I think it's because the vinyl was late.
It's always delayed.
They had their release date, and the vinyl was promised, and
supply chain?
supply chain backlog. Who knows?
Yeah, I got that with the Eddie Vedder album. I got a test pressing, but it came out in February, and the actual album is going to come out till July because of pressing delays.
They plan their marketing around the date and everything. You know.
Yeah.
Vance is going to do a stream soon. He's going to spotlight ukulele songs.
I got it right here.
Do you have it right there? It's that close. There it is.
Because I just got it. It's
Tiny Tim.
They re-released it.
I have a Tiny Tim 45, but I have a whole bunch of those Hawaiian records. Some of those got to have ukulele on them.
Yeah, so bring your ukes and we'll do a little uke show.
Do a uke circle.
Tiptoe through the
You do the uke show.
Uke off.
Guys,
Salute.
come down.
Yeah, I have Tiny Tim on 8-track, I think.
Actually, Tiny Tim was my first concert.
Was it really?
Yeah, because my parents took me. He was playing like the local outdoor thing.
Didn't he die on stage or something? He had a heart attack on stage or something?
He did, yeah.
I seen him get married on the Johnny Carson show.
Yeah, I
remember that. Yeah.
That was before my time, but everyone did. That was his.
He
claim
said
to
he
fame.
rubbed Preparation H on his face because it helped with the wrinkles or some shit.
Well, hey, listen, all of if you don't know this, all female, for photo shoots, they take Preparation H or when they're going on the red carpet, and they all put it. It tightens up the skin under their eyes. They all use it, even the guys and the the older guys and shit like that. I put it on my ass myself.
When you're going on the carpet.
He doesn't like booger jokes, but he's okay with the ass jokes.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a story that
We'll just squirt that Preparation H right on there?
That Preparation H wanted to use that Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire for the commercial, right?
Yeah, they wouldn't. I don't know why they wouldn't let him.
They wouldn't let
get
him
the
do it.
licensing, yeah.
Well,
Ring of
Ring of
Fire.
Fire.
Can you imagine that, Paul? That fucking commercial.
That's so insulting to Johnny Cash.
What the fuck, dude? Ring of Fire.
It's pretty funny though. Like that would be,
Yeah, that would be good.
be a funny thing on the computer. Like what are the memes?
I think they did. Didn't they do a skit on Saturday Night Live where if only they let them use their song, like they used the Doors song, like "People Are Strange" for like GE Range, like GE, Cooker and all that kind of stuff. Hey, you Lego my ego and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the Lego one.
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live for decades. But I'll tell you what, back in when it first started with Belushi and all the Aykroyd and all those guys,
That was the best one.
it was so popular. People on Saturdays, couples were getting together and, party and listen to music. But when Saturday night come on, we all watch Saturday Night Live because it was such a goddamn funny show. It was a lot of fun, actually. It got old though, eh? Same as everything. Everything gets old.
Yeah, I've been coming here for years, Bobby. I used to watch that SCTV.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Second City was
funny.
great.
That was
dude.
funny too.
Yeah. Canadians, we got some humor going on.
We have.
Mel's Rock Pile, that was good.
Oh, that's the best venue they ever had in Toronto, a place called the Rock Pile. Everybody that was everybody went there before they were filling up stadiums and shit like that. I seen Led Zeppelin there, the Who, Iggy Pop. You wouldn't believe the bands that used to come to, this is in 68, 69, eh? And a little bit of 1970. Eh? Then everybody started, making more money. And, after Woodstock, everything exploded. Money-wise, concert-wise, everybody wanted to go. Everybody wanted to experience.
To going back to Saturday Night Live, like I stopped in probably the late 80s, but I thought the 80s were great. But the only good sketch I've seen since that time was the one with Dave Grohl when they were the hardcore band.
Oh, how good was that?
at the daughter's wedding.
At the wedding, yeah.
Corrosion of
It was great.
conformity. Corrosion of
And they're
conformity or
making
whatever.
jokes like they're an old man band, and they go in like circle jerks, dead Kennedys.
What was Portland?
The act, though, the act for Saturday Night
Fred
Live
Armisen.
was always
Armisen,
great.
yeah.
I remember, even though I wasn't watching
Ronald
Saturday Night
Reagan.
Live,
That was
watching Pearl Jam, watching Pearl
parking
Jam.
lot. Was it parking lot? Was it parking lot or something? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like suburbs, a parking lot. It was total like
Kicking all the shit
Jalopy
over and everything.
Like Ronald Reagan.
And he drops the mic with corrosion of conformity.
Yeah,
Drops the mic. Yeah.
yeah.
What was that SCTV skit where the band was the Queen Haters?
Oh, like a punk band, was it?
Yeah. And, Martin Short was like the front guy. He's like the Johnny
That's right.
Rotten guy. He's going
Johnny
to kick the
Rotten.
Queen
Yeah,
off the front of a battleship.
The mayor, what was the name of the mayor of Johnny Rotten? It was funny.
Yeah, Tommy Shanks or something. Yeah.
Count Floyd was another pretty funny.
Yeah,
character.
Count Floyd.
Yeah.
Johnny LaRue.
Johnny
Scary.
LaRue. The mayor of, what was the name
Yeah.
of the town? Johnny LaRue was the president or the mayor of? He was pretty funny, John Candy.
Oh yeah, you had Audrey Hepburn was the GM of the station or whatever, the owner of the station with that fur coat on and all that. Yeah.
John Candy
He
just
did- he
died
did
like
Prickly.
last week.
So
Yeah.
he died quite a while ago, actually.
I know, fucking
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Fuck.
Cool, but
Yeah.
Those aren't
I'm your Uncle
pillows.
Buck.
Yeah, that was planes, trains, and automobiles. Those aren't
Yeah, that's a
pillows
great one.
when they're in the bed together. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're on the wrong. They're driving in the wrong direction on the
Yeah.
highway, and the car goes, "You're going the wrong way." He goes, "We're going the wrong way. How do they know where we're going?"
Cool. Bob and Doug McKenzie. That was another funny gig.
How about stripes? You know, if we were in Yugoslavia, you would have to make my bunk. So since we're in Germany, you got to make my bunk.
Cheers,
Take it
Eric.
easy, Eric. Thanks for stopping by, Eric. Appreciate it, man.
Later, plastic.
Forget it's a Thursday. Most people
Later,
actually have to
kid.
go to work tomorrow.
When he goes visits the principal, Fred, the lady with the what?
Work. Oh yeah.
Here's a quarter. Go down to the alley and have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
I got to remember that one.
Was that Rodney Dangerfield or
That was
I
John
think that
Candy.
line was
was-
written
yeah.
when he was like
Yeah, right.
looking at that actress and was like, I gotta let this.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Caddyshack. That's another one, right?
Oh, that was a great flick. I'm a golfer, and I laughed my ass off at Caddyshack, especially when the guy was taking out the flowers, the nice flower bed.
Bill Murray,
Cinderella
right?
story.
With the gophers and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time where nobody'd want to watch that movie with me because I'd be reciting the entire film.
We watched it every day after school,
Yeah.
like our senior year, 11th grade, like that or River's Edge. You know, it was like those two, and we knew every line.
River's Edge.
It's classic.
Is that Crispin Glover? Is that one?
Yeah, for some reason, because it came out around our era, and we
God's
just
Own
watched it over and
Methane
over.
or something. Yeah.
Killer
Paul, do you have Mother's Day?
I can't hear you, Eddie. Sorry.
Curious. Do you? Okay.
We do.
It's
Are
a
you
Sunday.
kidding?
It was a
Mother's
no, it was
Day
a
is all over the world.
2 weeks ago. We had it 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah, it's different. It's tomorrow, right? It's Sunday, isn't it? Here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sunday,
Sunday.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll do a little barbecuing outside.
My mom's dead.
I'm gonna take
All right.
off, guys. Keeps
All right,
Later,
Garner.
Garner.
Thanks for
See
stopping
you,
by,
Garner.
brother.
Connor, great to see you,
See
brother.
on your next stream,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Looking forward to that, seeing that compilation.
Yeah, darn it.
Yeah. Take care,
Hey,
brother.
Yeah, finished. You know, I just put a video up about it today, John.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
done.
it. I haven't watched it. I saw it go by.
Yeah. No, it'll be coming out. I'll send out the new issue probably in a couple days. And
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I love it.
All right.
I caught up on all the last ones you sent. Looking forward to the next one. Take care, brother.
Have a great night.
All right, man. Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Cheers. Bye.
So next week's the next Hydra.
Not this
No,
Saturday.
one
Next
off, right?
Saturday.
Next week. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
Ryan. I think the kid and the doctor are back this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna let them hang out and do their thing. They didn't. I don't think they were on last week.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, doctor's on vacation. Dr. October.
Aaron, how much money did all them tattoos on your arms cost?
I don't remember. Too much.
Yeah, no shit, eh?
They
Yeah,
get expensive.
they do.
Fucking right
Especially
there.
nowadays.
Yeah, if they were cheap, I'd have hundreds of them. You know.
Hundreds. One. How many have one? That's normally what I say. I have one.
You can't. It's like Lay's potato chips. You can't have just one.
Yeah,
Can't
and it
have
takes
just
too
one.
long. It's like I don't need to take a day off to go do something. You know. No, but seriously, if you get it in like 5 minutes, I'd go drive down, get one, and come home.
Well,
But-
we used to have tattoo parties where we'd hire an artist and he'd actually come to the house, set up like a clean room.
Serious.
But I had a guy come in and worked on me all day long. I just kind of sat in my house.
That's not bad in the house.
No.
That can't be cheap.
Aaron, do you have like a collage, or is it something that you're piecing together?
It's this whole one is like history related and like Egypt related. It's a lot of
Oh,
Egypt type of
Cool,
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, iconography and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I got a Japanese.
The rest is just a mishmash of a bunch of
I've only
different
got
things.
like the beer,
Oh yeah,
Nice, Eddie.
look at that!
the dragon.
Hey, you know what?
Look at that! Look at Eddie flexing, man! Damn!
I got the last piece I got was this. I don't know if you can see it.
What's that? Show us. Come on, Eddie. Bend your arm backwards.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
A decapitated geisha's head.
Really?
Yeah.
That's badass.
What they used to do in Japan is whenever they put a price on your head to collect, you would have to bring the head and they would put a rope around it. That's what you see here is a rope. You show it and you collect. But I've got this Hanya mask
Nice.
and I got this blue dragon.
Yeah.
Cool.
Classic,
That's cool.
classic Japanese art, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, now you need a bunch of koi.
Well, I need to finish the sleeve. I want to finish the sleeve. I just haven't had time.
You going to keep going with the Japanese theme? Get a bunch of koi
Yeah.
fish on there and stuff?
At least this whole arm, yes.
Yeah. Is that it? Nobody's got anything else to say?
Well,
Awkward.
I was maybe 15 years ago. I was all drunked up with a buddy, and he wanted to go get tattoos, right? Because I never had a tattoo, and I went with him, and I was sitting there, and he got the tattoo first, Shea Crispy, because that was what they called him, Crispy, and his place was sort of like a party joint, right? So he got Shea Crispy across his chest, eh? And when it was my turn to go up for a tattoo, I sobered up by then, right? And I was no fucking way, Crispy. Yeah, you bastard. Hey, I'm sober now. I mean, it took like over an hour. And, you know, if you're not, you ain't got a beer in you in an hour, you're starting to sober up, right? At least I was.
The dragon I got, it took about 6-7 sessions, and each session was about an hour and a half.
Oh wow.
Well, you got all them colors and everything like that. Eh?
Yeah.
This was a biker tattoo joint.
Oh,
right?
okay, just straight on black. Okay.
You know, just banging them off like crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. Number 54.
No, he wanted the Shea Crispy across his chest, right?
Shh.
I
Jesus
mean, he had the lights. He had the lights, and he had a buddy who was a road captain for the Vagabonds, which was a club there and all of that. So, you know, he had a pool in the backyard and a hot tub, and, you know, Crispy was a party guy. He was a truck driver, right? Go away for, you know, like 2 weeks driving. It was he had to wear the suits. It was them hazardous chemicals, you know, had the shields and all that shit on the truck and crap like that. And so he got paid really, really good money, right?
See some of those Russian tattoos, they're out there with like real stories and stuff.
Oh,
They've
yeah.
been, you know,
Those are
I
the
had a
good-
buddy. I had a buddy in England who was in the Royal Army, and he was drinking with a bunch of guys from the Royal Navy, and he got hammered, and he was probably about 18, and they brought him to the tattoo parlor and said, this guy wants a Popeye on his arm. They put a sailor on his arm. He woke up with a Popeye in the army. He laughed about it. He's an older guy, but he was like, that's how I got this.
That's a good story.
The Navy guys put it on me, and it was a huge Popeye. Like, it wasn't a little one. It was the whole arm is Popeye. That's a good practical joke.
Well, that was
unless you get the two anchors like Popeye. That was
yeah. I mean, he's in the army.
Like, that was it. When I was a kid, I think in England, it was only the military, criminals, and like fairground workers that had tattoos.
the carnies.
America was like
fucking carnies.
Military guys and bikers.
And the guys used to always get like swallows on their finger, on their hand here. That was a thing, right?
Yeah, what'd that mean? You killed somebody? It's like the
teardrop
equivalent.
Teardrop is a thing, right? With the number of murders or something, right?
I had like 8 of them, but I had them taken off actually. So.
I'm crying.
There's a few hiding behind my beard here.
Yeah, there's something like if you color them.
Because there was that one band you were in, and they just
I killed.
They're not around anymore.
My dad used to work with this guy, and he had like a fox's tail coming out of the crack in his ass, and there was like these horses chasing the fox down there.
Oh my god,
that's got to be one of the worst ever.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Or the other one, cut here is the other one, cut here, ... across your throat.
Great.
It's for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
How about the ones on the face like Mike Tyson?
Oh yeah, that's in
If you're
Hangover.
rich like Tyson, you get tattooed. I'll get neck tattoos if I was that rich,
Yeah, but no, he got it around his face though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're that rich, you don't have to worry about work.
Well, no one's going to tell me it looks shit either, are they?
Yeah, the guy he had to punch out a guy on a plane recently that was throwing
that.
One of them and
pounded the guy on the plane.
The guy was a wacko. You read later on all his convictions and things.
That's still a good story. I got knocked out by Tyson.
Well, he never got knocked out, but he was cut up pretty good on one side of his face.
Okay.
I mean, Mike got right in the seat in front of him and was going.
He was pounding.
He was pounding.
The guy's down like that. Boom, 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 boom.
I remember when Mike Tyson was when he was at his peak. Mike Tyson, there was some department store in Harlem, and they let him shop after hours, and he was in the bathroom, and some guy came in and kicked the door open because he wanted to use that stall. Tyson was there having a shit. You don't want to see that.
Oh fuck!
Tyson had a vicious uppercut.
Oh,
he had
a 19-inch neck, right? And he never worked out really. 19-inch neck. Yeah, he was.
Henry Rollins had a big neck. Remember Henry Rollins?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now he's shriveled now. Rollins has lost all the bulk, isn't he? He's shriveled down.
Yeah, he did shrivel up, man. He looks old.
Well, he's like 75 or whatever. He's probably in his 60s, right?
75.
No, he's probably 60, I'd say.
Is he 60?
Maybe.
Who used to be up there? Rollins?
Henry Rollins.
Rollins, yeah.
Yeah, he's in his 60s. Yeah,
he's got to be. We all are.
I saw this old footage of him when he was in Black Flag. It's like a live show, and he's right at the front of the stage, and this dude's on another dude's shoulders, and the dude's punching Rollins in the face over and over again, and Rollins is smiling the whole time, like, yeah, go ahead, give it to me.
Do you know Vinyl Richie and Henry Rollins got in a tiff at a Misfits gig?
What?
Yeah.
I swear I
had his ass handed to him, I'm sure.
But no, Richie would have been older than him, and Richie would have beat the hell out of him. Rollins backed down, I believe, because figure Rollins is 25 years old. Richie's probably 35 and stocky.
He's in good shape then.
Dude, I got the Misfits show from that show, and I can swear there's a part in the back. I'm like, man, I could hear you can hear somebody say like "fuck you." I go, that sounds like Richie.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I brought it up to him too.
No doubt. There's only 100 people at that show. I doubt it was a huge show.
Yeah,
so
that's what he said.
If there was a fight, it was probably him.
I gotta
Richie's
dig
a
that out.
scrapper, is he? Richie's a scrapper.
Well, he had 10 years on Henry Rollins.
Look who's here now. he's hiding in the background the whole fucking time.
Yeah. Come on up. Tell the story.
Yeah, tell the story, man. Tell the story about how Henry Rollins kicked your ass.
No, I don't believe that. There's no doubt that.
Yeah, I'd like to hear
No,
that.
that's to entice him to get him up, John.
There you
I
go.
didn't know
Yeah,
Ricky
pussy.
was a tough guy going around picking on guys, eh? Well, come on up, Vital. Or
You might have to shoot the link. I don't know if it's too far up on the stream.
Are you seeing it, John? Because I'm not looking anymore.
I got it. Don't worry.
You got it, buddy?
There's no link. There's no link. You ain't got a link for him yet.
Relax, buddy.
I'll put one out.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I could put in comments.
I got it.
I got it.
Come on up, Richie. Tell us how you got beat up.
There it is. Finally.
Yeah, Aaron, just side note, I can't actually enter comments. I could highlight them, but
Yeah,
not that it matters, but
that's because you're a co-host. You'll work up to moderator or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Okay.
I don't need
If he had the YouTube channel on another window and muted that, he could go on the comment section.
Yeah, no, Bob. Yeah, I make comments with my phone. I'm just saying, I'm visiting Aaron's StreamYard. This isn't mine.
Right. I'm on a computer. I just got different windows up. Is all I got. I'm putting up a video right now. It'll come on in another 36 minutes.
There you go.
Better not be me.
No, it's not. I'm gonna do one more of you, Bip, because I know you don't like that shit, but I gotta do it. I got a bunch of clips of you rocking and rolling and shit like that.
There's no footage of me rocking and rolling.
Yeah,
in the 90s. There's very little footage.
Well, that's right. But I strung together about, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I saw what you had. That was me just a few years ago with a different band. They asked us up because we were
you
in the
had
crowd.
that chick. Yeah, I know that, right? But
Yeah.
it's still you rocking and rolling and doing what you do, eh? So I dig it. So will everybody
Actually,
else.
I think there's a Vegas show is up. Someone put up.
You'll have to grin and bear with me. I'm going to do the one more.
Yeah, there's one footage of us in the day, I think.
It'll be a while though.
It was the Racketeers. It was a rockabilly band. Yeah, we did Vegas. That was a good show, but like all our wild shows are not like no one had cameras back then.
No.
Any video you see is like us old in reunion.
Gotcha.
Eddie, did you get your Voivod in the mail yet?
Yeah.
You did. There you go.
I'm going to be doing a video of my post-record store day arrivals pretty soon.
Sean, that's Paul. Top right corner is Paul, Sean.
I also got Pearl Jam Versus. I didn't have this. I have it on CD. They didn't have it on wax. Came up at a good price on Amazon, so I picked it up. It's like $22. So
that's a good album.
Yeah. I dig all that grunge era.
What's your favorite Pearl Jam album, Vance? Ukulele songs?
No.
10's a good one. I like.
I mean, yeah, the first one just stands out. And then I like Yield. It bounces around.
10's the best one for me too.
10, yeah. Versus is great. I go to the Yield a lot too. So.
The first.
I like the Vitology. I think is pretty cool.
Vitology, yeah.
I
Satan's
got
Dead.
This is the show.
Aaron, what was your first show, man? Your first rock concert?
This is the
John knows. John went to the same tour. It was
Vance, did you see Pearl Jam on Saturday Night Live? That the first time they went on there?
Yeah.
That was an incredible show, and I love the way that when they finished the tune, I think it was Jeremy, that they didn't jump around and shit like that. They just finished it, Do you like it type? Like, I love that. Instead of everybody fucking getting, all fucking jumping up and down and all of that. Eh?
Eddie, it was Anthrax, Exodus, and Celtic Frost.
I saw that tour. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was great.
Celtic Frost.
And John went to the same tour.
I saw them probably a day before or a day after. Because you were in Philly, I was in New York.
Do you remember when Nirvana was on Saturday Night Live? They messed up the audio. They played like the soundtrack from Oprah over the Nirvana performance. There's something went weirdly wrong.
I don't remember that.
I got a question for you.
I saw Moxie and Yesterday and Today. right before they changed to Y&T.
Oh wow.
But Moxie was a big band out of Canada. They were big
I'd
in
love to
Texas.
get Moxie. I love to get the first Moxie. I have Moxie too, but I don't have the first.
Yeah, I don't have the first Moxie. Yeah.
The black and the red album.
I'm the other way around. I got the first one. I don't have the second.
I got
the
both
first
of
one
them.
I think is better.
Yeah.
They're hard to find
This is
without
that
any ring wear on them, though. I got to tell you that.
You make you big, Vance.
This is the show that Richie was at, and I could swear I hear him on this. And I, you know what, I gotta single it out, and I should put it in a video for shits and giggles. But
Yeah, you should.
yeah, it's Misfits in L.A. at Al's Bar. So Richie, you can confirm. I'm pretty sure that this is the show.
So
April
Paul,
17th, 82.
Yeah.
Sean's asking you, how was the chat show in the U.S.?
The chat. Oh yeah, they were good. They played. It was like there was 3 bands playing in Nashville, and it was weird. One came on at 8 o'clock. Some all-girl band called Thick. They weren't great. And then there was a really good band called the Mean Jeans, like a Ramones-style punk band. I thought they were really cool. I talked to the band afterwards, and then but it just seems like everything's gone so corporate. First band 8 o'clock, 45 minutes. Next band 9 o'clock, 45 minutes. The chats came on 10 o'clock, 45 minutes. No encores, just boom, 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 boom. And I was hanging around. The chats were good, and I wanted to get them to sign the album. The guys, they're too tired to come out.
Yeah, most cities have noise ordinances, and
Yeah.
during
45 minutes and they're too tired to come out.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I know. I thought, what the fuck? I bought the
They
T-shirt
stuck
and
it
the
up
album.
your ass is what they did.
Yeah.
Speaking of Voivod, there's a show coming to Philadelphia,
Yeah.
and dude, it's a fucking mess. It's like this 2-day beer metal festival fucking thing, and there's only 2 or 3 bands. Nuclear Assault, Voivod, and Candlemass were the only bands I wanted to see. They're not allowing you to get a 1-day pass. You got to buy a 2-day pass. I'm not fucking spending $70 to fucking see Voivod and Candlemass.
I don't know. I paid $70 just for Candlemass.
Would you?
Oh,
It's
hell
not.
yeah.
It's not Messiah. He's not fucking singing with him.
I saw them when they
Yeah,
had
but,
The days of $15 tickets are long over, Aaron.
$70 though. I mean,
I don't-
This gig was $20. I thought that was pretty good.
Oh,
that's
that's
really good.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Three
man.
bands?
Hey, Matt was asking, because since Eddie and Aaron are here, and Vance, like, what do you think? He never got Voivod. What would you recommend as the starting album?
For Voivod,
Yeah.
I'd say for somebody that doesn't get Voivod, it'd be Nothing Face.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
it's
that's
the
kind of
most
where I
accessible.
came in.
Yeah,
They played that on
that's
the radio
what I
and
had said, but I just wanted to hear you guys. But
Yeah,
Dimension
it's
Atros
the
is a
most.
great record.
It's the easily accessible.
And it's
album
the
by them.
best of both worlds. It was like that turning point almost.
It is. It's highly produced. It's very clean sounding. But besides that, I'd say go all the way to Synchro Anarchy, like right now. That's another one that I think you. It's
or the one they did with Jason Houston. Just
yeah,
Voivod.
the self-titled Voivod one. Yeah,
That's a good one. Well produced.
Yeah, I'm going to see Voivod here on June 6th, but they got like 4 bands with them too. But it was only $25. So
yeah. See, I'd go to that easy, man.
yeah,
Oh, that's
they got like Year of the Cobra, Starless, and so I don't know what it's. I can't even read this. It's one of those
You're the
Those-
Cobra pretty good.
those like tree roots or whatever it looks. Those all the sloppy.
Yeah,
writing or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I can never read them.
crazy.
That's their intention, keep it
They
underground.
got 3 shows in New York, and they got another show in Pittsburgh. But they're all too far away.
yeah, they're not coming to Texas at all.
Road trip. Road trip.
Not
man.
yet, Eddie. They may. They're adding shows, Eddie, so they may come to see you.
Yeah, they'll probably wait till the fall or the winter because they don't want to come in the summer. Those Canadians are not used to the 110 degrees down here.
Yeah.
They'll melt.
Those are bad touring days.
they announced that
I
back in
see a tour back in 2095 or no 2005. It was called Tattoo the Earth, and it was like all these big bands: Sepultura, Slipknot, Mudvayne, Slayer, you name it, and a bunch of tattoo artists. And they had that guy Paul Booth from New York, who's done all those demons. He's tattooed every celebrity, all the rock stars. The guy came out of his little air conditioned cart, was there 5 minutes, went back inside. He said it's too fucking hot down here, man. It was July, so it was like right during dog days down here.
Yeah, Dimension Hatros is way up there. The self-titled Voivod, the very first Voivod, I really love. But we're talking about what's easily absorbed.
So you go to Austin, Eddie, most of the time to see bands here.
Eddie, how many
San
Austin
Antonio.
Psych Fest? You been to Austin Psych Fest, Eddie? You must have been there a bunch of times.
I've been to a couple of events that are part of the Austin Psych Fest, but not the fest itself, because other venues will host other bands while they're playing. So yeah, I've been several.
Vance, do you remember? Vance, do you remember the what was the bald headed dude's name? He used to go to. Remember what's his fucking name? He had all the crazy psych and Sunshine Pop. Nathan Morales, remember him?
Yeah, Nathan. Yeah.
He had like a gathering one year where he had people like meet him.
Something turntables. What is he? Whatever. Psychedelic turntables or something.
Right, something. Yeah, turntables.
Yeah, he ripped you off from a contest.
He ripped everybody off. Like 30 people won. He's like, I'm going to give everybody a shirt. He never sent anybody.
Never got shit.
And then he ran away for like 5 years and then came back and pretended. Hopefully nobody noticed.
Yeah, he would talk about that Austin Psych Fest a lot.
He did like a gathering where he invited people to meet him.
Yeah, a couple of guys. I think Fitzy, Chris down in Dallas was there, and somebody. What's his name? Chad. You know, I forgot his channel name, but beard guy, metal guy, Chad.
Can you imagine?
You see, he's in Texas. I know, right? But he's in Texas too.
That Psych Fest, and then they have the Levitation one. And then in March, they always have the South by Southwest. And
do you ever, I used to go to that South by Southwest quite a bit. Did you ever go to that?
Yeah. I remember when South by Southwest was just one weekend.
Me too. I remember
it would start on Thursday and end on
$25.
Yeah.
That's when I went there. You know,
now it's like $25 million.
It was very small. I mean, it was probably all the clubs were happening, but we would go into clubs and they have signs like not part of South by Southwest.
Right. Now it's a juggernaut.
Oh yeah. Huge. I remember when I was a kid here, and I was at university, and I was a student in Portsmouth, the UK. The pubs would say locals only.
Oh my God!
No students basically.
That's insane.
They do that in Japan.
I guess if the students scared away the locals,
you want to go into those sailors pubs.
You know, you lose your locals who are there all year round.
Yeah. They do that in Japan because they don't want to screw around with foreigners and not have to interpret or anything. It's like, sorry.
What? No foreigners?
Excuse me?
What did I say? No foreigners or something?
Yeah, no foreigners in Japan.
Nice.
Wow.
They should just make the door short.
Yeah. I've seen some of those little bars and it's just like
you're not allowed to bend over. If you can walk through the store, you're allowed on the ride.
Yeah.
Well, you know the famous story here in the 50s, right?
The huncher at the curb.
No dogs, no blacks, no Irish.
Oh yeah.
So the Irish at the bottom of the heap there, right?
How do you think of that, Bobby?
There was a place across the street that what was it called? Anyhow, the union put them out of business. They went on strike, but they were there for 100 years, a big manufacturing plant. And they had a small little alley in the middle of the place that had the employment office. And outside the employment office was a sign that said, Irish need not apply. No bullshit. But this was in the 60s. And that sign was from way back when, right? But the war changed all of that, right? The Second World War, women were in there making the shells and all of that kind of stuff, right? But that sign, that they still put that sign there. I went there when my parents were moving out of that place. I went to steal that sign because I wanted to keep it as a keepsake.
Yeah, nice.
But somebody, they had taken it down, eh? That's too bad. I would have liked to keep that. I like weird signs. I got one here I got out of an old warehouse, roadhouse.
You should put that on your front door, Bobby.
That was the first day. Well, it closed on a Friday night, and the Saturday morning I was there knocking on the door at 10 o'clock trying to get that thing. I had the screwdriver and everything. I was going to pay whatever he wanted for it. And the guy, he was going, no, Bobby, the bar's closed. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. Our bars don't open up till 12. And I no, I ain't here for, I want to buy something in there. And he says, oh, buy something. Come on in. And when I pointed out the sign, I'll take it. Because one of my buddies the week before downstairs he had a bunch of pool tables in the bar, and he bought one of the small ones, like an American pool table.
Right.
And he took maybe a dozen guys, no bullshit, to get it out of there and get it into a van that he rented, and then he got it over to his apartment, which was about 5 or 6 miles away, and the fucking thing wouldn't fit in the elevator.
Oh no!
Those are heavy. They're really heavy, right? They got slate
Oh,
in them.
it took like to move it. Where I'm talking, there was a dozen guys there, and just 7 or 8 of us to pick it up and move it, and that's no bullshit, right?
Well, I know the snooker tables. They have slate.
Well, they're I'm a snooker player. I'm from Canada, right? I played both games, and snooker table. You need a crane, right?
Yeah,
Snooker, the one with all the bumpers in the middle.
No. Snooker's Ronnie O'Sullivan's the champ. Just won the world championship this year. I played Hurricane Higgins.
Doesn't help us out, Bobby. Tell me who the champ is. What kind of game is it?
What happened to the pool table was when they couldn't fit it in the elevator, one of the guys there, he had provided the trailer to move it because he was owned a lawn place. He took the pool table and set it up in his backyard that had a pool and all of that, right? He just had it out in the goddamn, in the rain and all of that kind of stuff, right? But it was, it was a lot of fun. Got the pool and the pool table, and you got the drinks and the music going. It was a laugh.
I still don't know what that game is with the bumpers on the pool, like a pool.
Yeah, what is
It's
that?
called bumper.
I never
pool.
understood.
It's called
That's
bumper.
That's bumper pool.
Yeah,
It seems like a kid's game though. Like
It's so different.
Well, not really. Some guys way back when used to pay for play for a lot of money, right? But that was any game guys would play
Is
for
it mushroom billiards or something? Is that what they call it?
Yeah,
Is it?
I never.
Well, yeah, you know what? They kind of do look like mushrooms.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can put pegs on the spots in snooker. You got 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. They put pegs on the spots, and you knock down with pool balls. They got all kinds of funny games with not just pool. You guys down in the States, straight pool, 8 ball, 9 ball, but big tables or they got games. They got tables in England that don't even have pockets, boys. It's called billiards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to know the angles, and you got to be able to use stuff and stuff like that with that game. But guys play for big money.
Pocket billiards or something else. Yeah.
Skittles, huh? It's not just the candy anymore.
Yeah, that's what the pegs. That's what the pegs. I played a lot of pool. When I actually quit high school, thought I was going to be a pool hustler. I was that good, but I was only making $20 or $30 a fucking weekend. It's a rough racket, right? And this is not for me. So I went back to school. Right?
How'd that work out?
I got a cool record in the mail today. This is a sub-genre that I collect. Are y'all familiar with Steve Jordan, the accordion player?
Yes. I've seen him live, actually.
Oh, you have?
No shit. Yeah. Oh, my God. That's the last thing I thought I'd hear. He's got one eye?
He's got one eye. He actually, he was working in the fields, had an injury, and lost an eye. So instead of working, he started hanging out with old guys who used to play the accordion. And this guy is known as the Jimi Hendrix of the accordion. He was
really?
Yeah, he was a proficient in like 20 instruments. He could play 20 instruments, and he was the first one that started using fuzz boxes and effects on the accordion.
Oh my God!
You'll learn something new every day. I swear to God.
Jimi Hendrix of accordion. That's the funniest thing I've ever fucking heard.
When he visited the Horn, I think is the brand of accordions. They specifically made one for him with specs.
What is that? It's got to be Zepp's house.
Yeah, they're not stopping. They drove by.
All right.
As long as they don't stop.
That ladder comes right in this window.
The guy begged. You see an axe going through the door. Like, holy crap, dude! It's across the street, not here.
Oh, it's them
have
again.
you ever been to Texas, Vance?
Yeah, I've been to Texas. In fact, I lived in Dallas for a couple months.
Oh, okay.
Way back in like '96 or something. Tried to get a job out there in radio and shit. Didn't work out. But
With Clear Channel?
Yeah,
or-
Eddie, I think
nah, I don't know. It wasn't the corporate guys. It was oh Chris, what's the name of the station? It was the alternative rock station in the '90s.
Okay.
The Edge. It was called the Edge in Dallas.
Oh, yeah. The Edge.
Yeah. There, and then there was the country station KCSC or something like that, or maybe a KSCS or something.
Did you ever work for Clear Channel?
No. I worked here in Chicago, and it was for MS Broadcasting.
Yeah, I worked for them for a couple of years.
Did you?
I'm still laughing about the Jimi Hendrix of accordion thing.
So,
Get a shirt with that on it, man.
I mean, I know a lot of people that work for the Clear Channel and all the Clear Channel, Odyssey, and all that stuff.
Yeah, it was weird. Like you'd be in the office, and also you see Brooks and Dunn come and do a little private set for the employees before they head out to the rodeo.
Yeah, we did a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, it was fun. It was great, especially when we flipped from like adult contemporary to alternative rock, and so this was like 92, 93. So when I worked here at Q101, it's all those kind of people started coming through. You know, all these bands and all that. Even before that, even during the adult contemporary time, you know, I met like Mike Love from the Beach Boys, and he was a complete asshole. What a freaking asshole that guy is.
They say
such a tool, you know. So yeah, it was good.
There was a punk band called Mike Love, Not War, which was pretty good name.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Jesus.
Did the Jimi Hendrix of accordion play with him?
You got your snare and cymbal close by Aaron.
Look up some of his videos, man. Steve Jordan, when he played Austin City Limits, he played in the studio. Tears it up, man.
I saw Beach Boys in 1991, and literally a van backed up and opened the doors, and they let Brian Wilson out for a show, and then they forced him back in the van. They took him back to the nut house as soon as they were done.
Was he in a straight jacket?
It's like they're just undoing it just to let him out.
Yeah, Eddie, I saw that guy at the La Zona Rosa.
Oh, La Zona Rosa. Oh,
it was the Jimi Hendrix of the Conjunto or whatever.
Yeah. Too bad they tore down that venue. I saw a lot of good shows there.
Liberty Lunch was the other place, right?
Yeah, right almost kind of across the street or a couple of streets down. Yeah, I saw a lot of legendary shows there. I saw Sonic Youth there.
Yeah, I saw Foo Fighters there like in '95.
Foo Fighters, yeah. I saw.
What's the band that you? We'll start with John. What's the band that you've seen the most in your life? How many times?
It's going to be local bands because I used to see my friends' bands. Like it's not going to be like probably the top 20 bands I've seen the most are all going to be local just from going to the bars. You know, if your buddies played, you'd go there, go to another show. So, you know, I saw Iron Maiden a lot. I saw the Ramones a hell of a lot, you know. Murphy's Law a little bit. They used to play in the 80s on every bill. That's about probably Maiden and the Ramones.
All right. I saw Primus a bunch of times and Foo Fighters. I probably saw Foo Fighters probably a dozen times and Primus probably 15, 20 times in different iterations. What about you, Paul?
Oh, sorry. I saw Motorhead. I forgot. I would see Motorhead every tour. Motorhead the most.
All right. Yeah. They were easy to see. They were all over, man.
Like John, I saw tons of bands, but not so many times. I did see The Clash twice, which was pretty cool. And I saw Bowie twice. But
nice.
Bowie?
Yeah, or Bowie, or whatever.
Bowie.
Yeah, Mr. Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie. David Bowie.
That's David's dog, Bowie.
How about Bow Wowie? How about you, Bobby? Who'd you see the most times?
Well, like Bipper would be a local band, but they're sort of famous in Canada and shit like that. And actually, the Blues Brothers were fashioned after them. And the name of them guys is the Down Charles Blues Band.
Oh, yeah. I remember you posted a video on them, Bobby.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of history. I knew one of the lead singers and, you know, I partied with them and all kinds of stuff. But I seen all the greats way back when, like Hendrix and, you know, Page and, you know, Led Zeppelin and all of that crap. But for all of the headliners, mainstream guys, I guess it'd have to be Alice Cooper because he loved Toronto and he come here 2-3 4 times a year, in Toronto. I've been 69. I seen him twice, right? And I guess Alice Cooper, right? For about 6 or 7 years. Oh Christ, must have been at least a dozen times I seen him, right? Going to different gigs. In them days, concerts wasn't one guy and somebody fronting them, or maybe 2 or 3 bands or something like that. You had all day long, right? A dozen bands, right? And there were 2 and 3 day gigs, right? So you'd see all kinds of guys, right? Christ, I can't remember half the bands I saw. Well, I was stoned all the time too.
How about you, Eddie?
The ones that I've seen definitely double-digit times: Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Opeth, and Government Mule.
There you go.
Government Mule. I know you would love you.
There's Charlie.
Charlie, I love you. Government Mule. Charlie loves Government Mule, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. How about you, Vance?
Well, I don't know if you guys are familiar with setlist.fm. I put all my shows in there. So obviously it starts again with a local band. I've seen my buddy's band Mathian like 20 times. But then after that, Robert Plant, solo 15.
Wow.
And then with him, I saw him like 3 times with the Page and Plant tour, then with Alison Krauss and some other little things on the side. So Robert Plant's the most, and then it goes to what I got here: Pearl Jam 8, Iron Maiden 7, The Well 6, Metallica 6. Yeah, but Robert Plant about I would say with the extras it'd be about 20 times seeing Robert Plant.
Wow, holy shit!
Yeah, I didn't miss a tour from the
Change your
first
name
solo
to
one.
Plant Pearl, man.
I just missed fucking Zeppelin. But yeah, it was just.
I gotta say though, out of all of the gigs and stuff like that, my favorite way of taking in music is sitting in a bar, smoking cigarettes and drinking beer, and being really close. Right, that's my favorite way to for venues. Right.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby. That's where the crowd affects the band the most.
Oh yeah,
when you're close to the crowd, you could influence a band to play better, or the band could influence you guys to have a better time. An arena, you're kind of like you're not a participant.
I like to make eye contact with the band.
Yeah.
I don't. That was I've seen Howlin' Wolf and Willie Dixon. I was making eye contact with those boys.
Yeah, and they could hear you clap or cheer, or if no one's out, if it's a sparse crowd, you could go up front.
I used to do a lot of the whistling.
And you can tell if they can cut it or not, right? If
but
small venue.
But the crowd does. If it's a good crowd, the band plays better, But at an arena, they're going to play however they're feeling that night. Very rarely is the crowd going to make a difference if it's the same.
All 5 people at my last gig really enjoyed it.
Well, the early days they did make a difference. But
I'm generalizing, but the bands that do the arena nowadays with the same show, the same set.
That's different. That's different.
There's only a limit to how loud they're going to cheer,
Well, I was in Nashville at the Chats, and I couldn't get an Uber because it was Bon Jovi were playing, and the Eagles. It was $65 for a 10-minute ride from the hotel to the venue.
Oh wow!
But anyway,
you picked a bad time to get an Uber.
Well, I was after the gig. I spotted this hippie guy. I thought he's not going to beat me up, so I got to talk to this hippie guy. And I got a ride back from that guy back to the hotel. But anyway, where was I going with that? I can't remember. It's gone. Sorry, it's gone.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
Bobby.
Bon Jovi. I was just watching his voice is gone. Right, I was just watching him. He cannot sing.
Yeah, he sucks. That guy's a hack.
Oh yeah, there's a video flying around the internet that he's like so off key and everything, doing the Wanted, Dead or Alive or whatever it was.
Giving it to the crowd,
But even during Bon Jovi, like later years, I remember like Reed and Richie Sambora would have to sing the second half of the tour, and Bon Jovi just be like mouthing it, like he'd lose his voice.
Go buy another fucking hockey team.
So,
Bobby actually, speaking of Bobby, you actually went to a Festival Express show, didn't you?
Yeah.
In the 70s.
I had backstage passes for that goddamn thing, and I could have went, and I went backstage a couple of times. Well, the trailer, they had a better shit house back there than what the fans had. And
And that's all he remembers.
If I would have been thinking, I would have taken those backstage passes and I would have jumped on the train with Janis Joplin and 10 years after and all the rest of the boys and just grooved the whole way, right? Because I had the backstage passes and that was roadies and everybody else that had these same passes, right? But you know,
That was the first time I've seen when I saw Buddy Guy playing on that live clip they put of him. He had what 100-foot fucking guitar cable. He walked.
I couldn't believe it. It was longer than 100 feet, honest to God, because he had to come down the side and then out past the frost fence, which was another 30, 40 feet, and then out into the crowd. And I couldn't believe that he could get sound from his guitar with a cord that long. Because it only looked about as thick as your thumb, right? You know, so I don't know what the fuck was going on with that, man.
Yeah,
but it was
like a cord handler. He had like a guy that was actually picking the cord up.
Yeah, there was a guy.
You gotta be careful with interference. You start picking up like like Air Force radio. And,
You're clear on runway 217.
you get that stuff. If I have a guitar cord too long, you start hearing like CBs and stuff.
I was thinking there had to be something in between his amp and the guy, something on the stage or the steps or something like that. The guy holding on like a big box or something. Because a cord that long, it's got to lose,
fidelity.
Hey, where the fuck is that goddamn scientist, electronic engineer?
No, it's resistance. The longer it is, the more resistance. If you made it so long, it would be zero current going through.
I know when you got your speakers, and if you're using cheap little skinny cord speaker wires, and then you put really big wires on, it makes a hell of a difference.
Elephant in the chat wants to know where you were born, Bobby.
Born and raised in Cabbagetown. That's Toronto. I'm a Toronto boy, born and raised, 1949. The days of old, the days of gold, 1949.
Is that the Irish part then? The cabbage?
All I got was I was born in
that's what it was, right?
11.
Everybody, that's what it was. It was Irish immigrants and stuff like that back in the 1800s. And they put cabbages on their front lawns and, and whiskey stills in the backyard. Yeah, I was lucky to be in Toronto in the years I was, because right from the 60s and right through the 70s, Toronto was a mecca in Canada for music, and anybody that wanted to come from England to the States had to drop by here first to see how the crowds are, because everybody figured, and the same with the States, they'd come to Canada first before they went to England, because everybody figured Canada was halfway between the English audiences and the American audiences. And they were quite right. That's
right.
Fairly true.
Yeah.
Actually, some bands did way better here than they did in the States or in England, I think. Supertramp was one that was just a monster here in Canada. Mm-hmm. I mean, a monster. And they weren't that big down in the States. You can't play the Supertramp, though. I've lost channels trying to play Supertramp.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. I'm a pirate. I steal everything, man. The fuck. I pay for my internet. And anything that comes on the internet is mine, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, I mean that, man. If it's on the internet, I paid for it. It's mine. I don't give a shit what they say. Fuck them copyright lawyers and all of that shit. They get too much money.
Is there a band that any of you guys seen that, like, when you're talking shows with people that you like, it's kind of like you're the Ace of Spades kind of thing, where it's like, well, I seen these guys. And everybody's like, oh, fuck, I wish I saw those. Anybody have something like that?
I think mine would be seeing Iron Maiden with Paul Di'Anno.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What shows you would have liked to have seen?
No, but one that you did see.
Oh,
like kind of like what Eddie just said, where I got into Maiden. I didn't even know about the Di'Anno years until.
Oh, sorry.
And that was the first time Maiden toured the U.S.
Yeah.
They were opening up for Judas Priest.
Yeah. Were you into Maiden at the time, or?
Actually, yes, because we had a DJ down here who was on top of the game and would play whenever new records were coming out. So I was already kind of familiar with them, but I just didn't know how intense they were in concert. Yeah. In concert, it was just like, what the fuck did I see?
No,
Wow,
I never.
It was Humble Pie.
I never saw that one.
Iron Maiden, Humble Pie, and Judas Priest.
Wow.
For
What a weird mix that was, huh?
Yeah.
For famous shows, or I should say infamous shows, I was at that one that Alice Cooper, they destroyed the chicken. Everybody killed the chicken.
Oh, really?
Look at that. Wow.
that's
I was at that
that's
one.
iconic.
That was the John Lennon Peace Festival with the Doors polishing it off. Actually,
Yeah.
me and a buddy, this is no bullshit, me and a buddy walked out on the Doors at the end of the show to go do a hit of Speed.
The Clash is another one. The Clash came and played here in
We
Laredo.
broke into a YMCA to do it.
And a lot of the old punkers that did
It was raining, right? You
Yeah.
know, we had to get inside.
You saw the Clash there.
What was that, Eddie?
Yeah, the Clash played here in 82. They were on their way to the US 82 or 83. They were on their way to the US Festival. And part of the deal that the Clash, the rider that they put in their contract is that they wanted to visit every Texas town that Marty Robinson wrote about. And Laredo being one of them. So they were able to book them here. I think they played here, San Antonio, and Austin.
Wow.
But yeah, they had a blast. They loved Laredo, man. They just loved the whole history, the mixture of the two cultures, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
That's like I could see
How
Joe
about
Strump
Riot?
getting into that
How do you-
movie Straight to Hell. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Straight to Hell is like almost like a spaghetti.
Have any of you guys,
Alex
have any of
Cox.
you guys been to a gig? You know, you guys are heavy metal guys and punker guys. Have any of you guys ever been to a gig where there was a full-grown riot going on, shit like that? Chairs being thrown and fights going on and crap like that?
Yeah, almost every one.
Yeah. Here in Chicago, they don't call the Aragon Brawl Room for nothing. You know, it's
No shit.
that's
Eh?
what it is. Yeah.
Most shows
That
I
didn't
went
happen.
to,
That
if the
didn't happen
chairs
in my
were,
time.
they would take the chairs out of the fucking room.
Yeah.
If they were detachable, they were in another part of the building
Yeah.
because they'd end up in the ceiling and shit.
Yeah.
Seems like it used to happen a lot in London in pubs, basically. Like the whole pub would just kick off, and people would glass people in the face as well, break a glass and shove it in someone's face.
Oh my god,
Nasty stuff.
sounds
Thank
like
God that
Bobby.
wasn't around when I was a kid.
It's called a glass hat.
Is it, Paul? A glass hat. I don't
Nasty
want a
stuff.
glass hat.
Which artist you regret not seeing because you were always saying, "I'll catch him next time. He's always around." And then all of a sudden,
Jesus. I got,
was
I got a
mine?
bunch of those. I got ones that I had the opportunity to get the tickets and I blew it off. And I mean, it's just, you know, it was like one was Tom Petty. I had an opportunity to see him at Red Rocks, and then like 2 months, you know, I said I couldn't make it, and 2 months later he's dead. And like,
yeah, for me it was
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
yeah, so I had tickets for that show, the last show, and my parents were like, "Hey, you know, we're gonna go to Vegas. We want to, you know, this is 1990. Come on to Vegas. We'll pay for the trip or whatever." I'm like, "All right, well, you know, I'll see you next time." And I sold the freaking tickets, and the next morning I wake up in Vegas. Stevie Ray Vaughan dies in a helicopter crash. That was the show I had tickets to.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm with Elephant.
Fucking-
I wish I would have seen Bowie.
Yeah.
See,
How'd you
who?
get this? I saw Bowie in '90. It was good.
Oh, Bowie.
Yeah, it was really good.
Bowie, I wasn't into a lot of his music, but what I appreciated about him was he always had top tier musicians playing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just the absolute cream of the crop. You know?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I saw him on that tour where he toured with 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
He was kind of that experimental industrial sound he had on that.
Was that the Earthling tour? Was that Earthling?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
And like you, John, I wasn't into some of his music, but not all of his music. But after seeing him live, it was just like they did the most awesome thing I've ever seen in a concert. I've never seen any band do it. 9 Inch Nails opened, and towards the end of the set, David Bowie came out, did a couple of songs with him. And what was happening is that as the songs progressed, Bowie's band started coming to the light, and then 9 Inch Nails started fading into the dark until they finished the song. Trent Reznor bowed down, and then Bowie took over. So there was no stopping of the set. The music continued, and then it was just
cool.
Bowie took over. It was just like, wow, what did I just see?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one for me was Nirvana. I had tickets for that show. Nirvana. It was in November, and I was
The Metro?
working. No, it was at the Aragon here in Chicago. It was an In Utero tour. I was supposed to start this overnight shift for this new music format we were putting together. So I told my boss, "Well, I got tickets to the show. I'll be here by midnight." He says, "No, I need you here like 8 o'clock." Then I ended up selling him, because I think, I'll see him again. And 4 or 5 months later, he's dead. I'm like, son of a bitch,
Yep. I was lucky enough to see him in New York.
Did you?
In 93. Yeah.
For me, it's the Stones El Macombo show where they did all the blues numbers. If I wouldn't have, when I heard that they were going to be the Glimmer Twins were going to be playing, Go Down Right Now on the radio, and not many people knew who the Glimmer Twins were, right? And I decided to take a shower and change my clothes before I went down. And by the time I got there, it was too fucking late, right? I knew the guys at the Elmo, bouncers and shit like that. But for this, they had Stone security on the door, and I couldn't get past these two big fuckers.
Yeah, I had tickets for the
that and Greta Van Fleet. I've missed going to see Greta Van Fleet a couple of 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm pissed off because they'll probably never be back here again. And I wanted to see them guys.
You missed the big one there, Bobby.
They're young, right? I'm sure they'll be back. They're young guys.
They'll be back.
You saw Zeppelin, didn't you, Bobby?
What?
Didn't you see Zeppelin?
Oh yeah, 69. They only had the album out maybe a month and a half or something. 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, the first time I seen Zappa, same place, the Rock Pile. This was a venue to die for, really. I don't think any other venue, not the Whiskey Howl, and that'd be a good one, right? The one in San Francisco, and I guess the Village in New York and in London, but still that one venue, the Rock Pile. I don't think anybody had the heavy metal guys come later and shit like that, right? Early, right? And they had a balcony, and I guess you could fit maybe tops, I don't know, 400 people in there, right? But they had all kinds of. I was going there long before it was the Rock Pile. 64 was the first time I went to it when it was called the Club 888, right? I used to crash the joint too, for a long time. You could get in through the back door, and but it was cheap, right? You're talking like $250 to go see these bands, right? In 69, I can't beat that, right? Spirit, and it was incredible, right? You're just lucky. You just have to be in the right scene. Vinyl Richie, a guy, he'd be at the Whiskey Howl and all the clubs there back in the 60s, and Mazzy up in San Francisco, seeing all of that shit going on up there. And the guys in Boston and New York, they all got a chance to see all the great bands and all of that. You had to be near a big city, or London, England, right? You had to be in a big city to get these opportunities, but you had to take advantage of it. You just couldn't sit on your ass, right? You had to give it a shot, right? And things were cheap in them days too.
Yeah, I guess
the only thing about the tickets were $250, but the decibel point has moved over a little now.
True.
Yeah, I saw a Guar show. I saw a Guar show, and I made a mistake of sitting in the second row from the front. And they had the giant fucking cock that they would jerk off in the front. It would jit all over everybody in the fucking first few rows. Don't sit in the front row at a Guar show. You'll get jitted on.
I guess the band I'm glad I saw was Joy Division. I saw Joy Division. They were opening for the Buzzcocks, which was a pretty cool gig. But and then a regret was I had tickets for the Sex Pistols' last concert in London, and there was a mass brawl at school that day, and I got my head kicked in basically. So I had to go get stitches in my head, and my dad wouldn't let me go. He's like, "You're not going to some punk rock thing with stitches in your head."
No, you would have been the shit, dude. They would have let you in just because you're giant gash on your head.
Yeah.
I know a guy who saw the Sex Pistols when they played San Antonio, that infamous show that he got his ass kicked by all these cowboys.
At Gillies?
No, it was not at Gillies. It was in San Antonio. Randy's Ballroom.
Yeah.
Randy's Ballroom.
Is it opening for Merle
this
Haggard?
guy who went, he goes, "Oh yeah, man, those guys were pissed off," and he started spitting at him, and they just went at it.
There's a recording of that. They played really well on that. Really tight. I think Merle Haggard was the top of the bill, right? Maybe Merle Haggard was playing or something.
Maybe.
Sex Pistols and Merle Haggard. I mean, what
Yeah, I don't know about
the
the,
fuck?
I never
What
heard that
was
Merle
that?
Haggard thing. I thought they were headlining. I think maybe the mystery dates open for them.
Was
in
that
Texas?
is that real? is that
Well,
a
the
real
Pistols,
lineup?
I think they just picked these random venues. They didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
Malcolm McLaren just picked like Boston one day, Austin the next, and all over the place.
Yeah, he wanted to take over and shock rural America.
Yeah.
his strategy.
Weird.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, so he's playing country bars. Yeah.
He's pretty
I mean,
good, eh, Richie?
Of course, I didn't get to see Zeppelin, but my one show is that I did get to see Queen, and I'm pretty glad I saw that in 1980. So yeah,
Zepp was raw. When I seen him, Vance, Zepp was raw.
That's it wasn't on the same bill. It was just like the sort of joint they booked at.
Oh, Merle Haggard. Yeah, I gotta love Merle.
They played at Randy's Rodeo nightclub. That was the name of the venue.
Sex Pistols at Randy's Rodeo nightclub.
It's a lot of Randy's bars, huh?
Oh yeah.
What? Randy and Michigan can make a killing out there.
Really?
Just open up a bar and it could be Randy's.
I just drove by a place today, Randy's Cheesesteaks. I was like, what the fuck's this? Yeah, so I think we had a pretty good session tonight, guys.
I would agree.
Yeah, great tunes. Good tunes.
Thank you guys for hanging out and coming up and chatting. I enjoy that.
Nice to hear that Trouble. It was good.
No, thank you for doing this, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was kind of an impromptu.
We never did get Richie up though to tell us about the fight he had there.
We'll just assume that he got beat
Maybe
up.
next time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I think it's time to cut it loose, get a little bit of sleep. I got a bunch of beers in me.
Yeah, I feel good. So,
but not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, Hydra's going to be back for Hydra 6, man. And me and Eddie were talking about how sets kind of thin out the herd a bit, man. I got a lot of work to do. I got to figure out a vibe in there,
yeah, I might do a mishmash instead of just picking genres because you start running out. If
That's
you
exactly what I told Eddie. I'm going to go with a vibe as opposed to a strict, genre.
Yeah, you've been pretty good so far, fellas. When you guys fail, I'll let you know.
You let us know every night, pretty much, don't you, Bobby?
Yeah.
Every session, Bobby lets us know what's on his mind.
All right, fellas, we'll have a good evening, and thank you for doing this, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next
Y'all
one.
have a good day tomorrow.
Thanks for coming by, Vance, Eddie, John,
Paul, Vance,
Bobby,
Johnny,
everybody in Vinyl Richie. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one in a week or so, man. Thanks for hanging out.
Good, guys.
All right. Later, guys.
Later.
See ya,
Take it easy, everybody. Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, mate. Bye.
See ya.